a grocery list, okay? I was talking to my homegirl a while back, and she was telling me she loves the meal plan that I have her on because she knows what to get in the grocery store, and she's not just going there and grabbing anything. And I can't remember when I started grocery shopping. To be honest, I can't remember that far back, so I can't remember how it was prior to that. But if people just go into the grocery store today and you just shop and buy food, stop that. Just stop that. That's big back behavior. Like, stop. You need to have a plan in anything. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? And when you go into the grocery store, they're gonna have all these colorful items and all these sales. They're gonna be jumping at you and they're gonna be like, hey, look at me, look at me. They're gonna want you to buy them. You go into the grocery store needing one thing, you come out with 10 things. And 8 of those things are not even foods that are gonna benefit you in any way. They're just gonna make you, they're BTB, right? I don't know if you guys know about the BTB. I introduced BTB, beautiful tasting bullshit, and it's okay to indulge in beautiful tasting bullshit from here to there. But what is that doing for your well-being over time? All right. So walk into the store with a grocery list. You want to go into the produce. You want to make sure that you're getting your vegetables, your fruits. Then you want to be in the protein section. You want to make sure that you're getting your protein. You want to make sure your carbs are not refined carbs. Refined carbs are usually the aisles in the middle of the grocery store. That's where they have all the BTB, all the beautiful tasting bullshit. You want to stay far away from that. The juices, the chips, those are always going to be on sale because they want you to grab that. You're damaging yourself. And if you walk into the grocery store without a plan, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, my favorite chips are on sale. Let me grab that. Boom. Now you have that in. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. I have to get this. Boom. Now you grab that. You put it in there. And then this is looking good over there with the beautiful colors and the way they rearranged it. You never seen it in that section before. So it's like, I know I like that. Let me just grab that real quick and put it in the bag. Next thing you know, next week your stomach is getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And you're just getting bigger. You're not being the version of yourself that you know that you should be. I was talking to someone on a call inquiring about my program, and they said they've been struggling for like 10 years on bringing their belly fat down, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and they're working out, right? But the day-to-day schedule that they have at work is super busy. They eat super late, no structure with their nutrition, no structure with their workout, all because they have a busy schedule. And he kept saying, I'm just getting bigger and bigger. I'm getting the workouts in though. But he's getting bigger and bigger. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be in the best shape of your life, right? So if there's anything you take away from this specific category right here is if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So have a grocery list. I always have my grocery list when I go in the grocery store. I know exactly what I'm getting. I know how much my bill is for my groceries on average. I spend about 150 in between 125 to 150 bi-weekly on my groceries altogether. Okay? That's because I know what I'm going to get. I know what's going to keep me lean. I know what's going to keep me in shape. Now, it might be different. You might have kids. You might have other people you're grocery shopping for. Listen, do the work. Figure out what that grocery list requires so that you know these are the optimal foods that I need to keep my energy high, that I need to incorporate for me to burn fat and build muscle, because we're talking about body recomposition here, and for me to be lean and see my abs. All right, if you're eating a lot of refined carbs and chips and candies 24/7, that's not going to allow you to do that. I do eat candy, I do eat sweets, I have a sweet tooth, but when I take off my shirt, you see my six-pack, right? So don't be like, oh, how come he's doing that and I can't do it, or he's telling me not to do that. We don't see your six-pack. That's the first thing at first. We don't see your six-pack. There's a lot of body fat on you that you got to get rid of. So what you're doing can't be what I'm doing, right? Because I'm doing something that's giving me the result that you want. And I'm telling you, that's because I have a nutrition structure that's custom to me. That's because I go into the grocery store with a grocery list. That's because I stay in a consistent deficit. So it allows me to jump out of it sometimes, out of my nutrition structure, and have something that I like and come back and still be in the best shape of my life, still be ideal, still be sexy, still have people inquiring about what I do to have this physique everywhere I go. That's what I want for you.